Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm just making this video. Hi there folks, it's the 2nd of January 2024 and I'm just going to do a follow-up about my mouse problem in the house. I think I've cured the downstairs problem because of putting out that homemade poison that I make for them, which is a mixture of flour, which is there, got a bag of flour in there, and bicarbonated soda. In other words, that's what boils up in their stomach, bubbles up when they have a drink, and it bursts that. I can't remember what they call it now. Wherever they eat, it bursts, so they obviously die. So you'll find them all over the garden eventually. But I'm just doing a follow-up to show you exactly what I've done. So I've shifted my portable generator from there. There was a bit of an old fence here because I noticed that there's a couple of grooves that they've made in the separation wall between me and next door. So I've blocked that off with loads of soil and bits of bricks and all that, just to add extra to stop them coming across. And obviously anything where there's timber and bricks and stuff like that, anywhere where they get dry and sneak through, they'll go through and make it that run. So I'm tidying it all up, and I've taken the outbit of fence to the top of the garden, and I'm going to put that between me and next door's fence as well, because there's a bit of a gap at the top and it'll stop the dog getting through. But even when you do get rid of them, it's best to have a backup plan. So I've got these obviously rat catchers and on standby, but unfortunately it pissed down the rain all last night, so these got bloody soaking. So I'm going up to take them indoors, open them up, and then put new stuff in and dry them out. But I'm just going around the house as usual, keep going and looking around and trying to find out where they've been getting in. But obviously there's back in here where the big hole was that I dug between the edge of the garden stones, like paving slabs, and where it meets the this concrete path that I'm standing on. They're getting under there, on that corner there, from that bloody big hole that I dug there to start going underneath it. And I don't know if they've gone around the side of the manhole cover, but there was a hole just there, and there was a big hole just there. So I put a house brick in there and kicked it down and filled it in. So just slow the buggers down. But anyway, getting back into the house, what I've done is I've shifted the dog's sleeping basket, that blue plastic one that was in there, so I can have a good look in the gas cupboard. And that's the dog's pillow, that, like soft padding that he lies on. And I went in there, shifted everything else, so I have a good look in the gas cupboard. And lo and behold, I came across a 3-inch diameter hole just there to the left of the gas meter. And where the main pipe comes up through the floor, there's obviously quite a few bits of gaps around the way the pipe comes through the floor, so I've had to fill that in with wire wool, because they hate that shit. So any holes that you can find, either use expanding foam, fill the hole with bits of sharp bricks that's been smashed up, and then top it up with their soil, because they'll not dig a new hole. And if you've put your human touch around the hole, they'll avoid it like the plague anyway, because they don't like the smell of humans. They'll keep away from it. But anyway, with doing that, I thought, right, big hole there, pipes coming in to the gas meter, and it was done 2 years ago. They had renewed the gas pipes coming into the houses from the front street. So basically, all they've done is they've made a super highway for the mice to get in, when they had dug 3 foot holes into the under the pavements to get in the pipework. And obviously when it's been open for a few days, the mice have thought, oh there's a nice place I can get along a tunnel, and that's how they've been getting in. So right, I've got an air vent on the top of the floorboards, just under my computer table there. I've got my computer on, so I put a bloody big house brick on top of that, because there's one of the slots or the slats missing. So I'm not taking any chances. I don't want them coming up through the floor and getting into my living room. So last night I was lying on my settee watching the TV on my big screen there as usual, and normally you hear the mice start scurrying around about 5 o'clock when it's dark. I never heard anything last night for a while. I thought, that poison must be working, because it takes 3 to 4 days. And I've never heard anything downstairs, but when I went upstairs to bed, I heard scurrying around. It woke us up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was to the left of my head where I lie down on my bed. So it's prompted us to go investigating again further. Now, this is where they pulled up the pavements at the front of the house here, so they get the pipe work. These few pavements here, and the pipes have gone straight along there underneath the garden, underneath the front door step, underneath the floor towards the stairs, and then they go underneath the stairs, obviously. That's obviously, they can see that where it's been concreted before, just there. And it's gone in and obviously gone under the stairs to the gas cover there where I've just been. Now, so I thought, right, if there's a bloody big hole there and they've been getting in, and they've, I blamed the dog and all. I'll have to apologise to Bear when I get him back. Me extension cable reel, it's made out of plastic where the cable's wrapped around it, and there was loads of bits and pieces chewed off it and on the floor at the back of the cupboard there. So I thought, naturally, Bear, because he's been chewing everything plastic with being a puppy, so I thought it was him, but obviously not. It's been the mice coming along the pipework to come at the gas meter here into the cupboard, and they've been coming through that bloody big 3-inch diameter hole that I filled in with bricks, and then I've just stuffed a carrier bag in there, and see if that'll stop them for now until I can get some of that expanding foam. Then I'll take the bag out and I'll just fill it up completely, just to make sure they didn't get back in. Right, so that's that. And I thought, right, if they've been getting in here and coming out around the cupboards, that's how they've been getting in and going behind the kitchen cabinets. So that's how that started, unbeknown to me, because I didn't look in here at first. But the pipes go up from the gas cupboard upstairs, and they start going up towards where the stairs are going up, you know, like, because there's your sloping stairs, the boards at the back. So I thought, well, if they've been in here and they've got behind the boards, which I think they will, they'll be going underneath the back, underneath the stairs, and going upstairs. And that's how I hear them upstairs at 6 o'clock in the morning, which wakes us up. So I'm going to put his bedding back there and when I finish, but I just left it all out so I can film and show you how far I've got, because I'm still struggling to get to sleep. I went to bed at midnight last night. It was all nice and quiet, but then I was woken up by loud scurrying. So I thought, right, I'm going to go upstairs, and I've made a right mess pulling out my cupboard to get where I think they're going, or coming up from the back of the stairs. Yeah, which I was right, because the heating pipes come underneath the landing floorboards here, and then this is a redundant cupboard in the bedroom here, and lo and behold, there's floorboards up missing, so I'm going to have to put something across them, and the pipe for the heating goes up into the loft, because this is the old boiler which held the water tank system, which is no longer in use. So that's why they've had a field day going along the joists there, in between the joists, and I'm going to have to fill those gaps in to stop them coming up. And where you see the pipes going up, hang on, I'll put the light on. Right, so you can see where the pipe's going up through into the loft, and there's 2 holes, the bigger ones at the corner there. So I put a plastic tray of that poison underneath the floorboards ready when I go put this board back and close it all off again. But I just had loads of old sheets and blankets and towels and that in here. It's like an airing cupboard. And when I think about that, they could use that to climb up to get the top level in and make it easier for it to get up there in that hole. So I'm not going to put anything back there. Right, so there's the board that is tacked on here, panel pinned, just to close it off, and that door just closes like that. So when I'm in my bed next door, I can hear them scurrying to my left, so obviously they're scurrying along here somewhere, and it's obviously coming from underneath the stairs, from the gas cupboard coming up and underneath the stairs, coming along here, getting into this cupboard, and then they're scurrying along in between the two main joists here, which is going along towards me, the window in my bedroom. So they've got the full run of the house, and the other way it's going off underneath this my space single bed here for guests staying, and going towards the window. So that's because obviously the heating pipes go there for the radiator. Excuse the mess though, because I've just pulled all this out the cupboard, and it's just a right mess, but I've got to get into it to do something about it. Right, so that's the state of play. Right, once again, excuse the mess. I've got boxes and bags like I've pulled out. Right, so I'm lying in my bed, and all I can hear on my left hand side when I'm lying down is against this wall here, and that's where I can hear the scurrying. So basically they're going underneath the floor and making a right racket as they're going along, and that's what's waking us up at 6 in the morning. So like I say, I'm really pissed off, and I've gone past trying to catch them humanely because there's just so many of them, and you've got to do something quick. So that's why there's another tray of poison down there. So after they've chewed on that, 3 or 4 days it takes, they'll all be starting to die, and hopefully it'll damp down where I won't hear them anymore. So I'm going to leave this panel off and just prop it up with me. I'm going to slide these drawers along and prop it up so it just keeps it shut, and I'll keep that door shut there so they can't come out. And I'm just going to block all the holes off. I'm going to lay some old curtains down across the top of the gaps there in the floorboards, and some hard cardboardy type stuff, just to make it harder for them to chew through and jump up to come into this room. Right, so as you can see, I'm having loads of problems, and like I said, you've got to get on top of it quick, because they just breed and breed and breed, and the next thing you know, they just own your house and they're chewing on joists, and obviously when they're under there, they chew wires and all kinds. So the next thing you know, you'll be in your living room, you've got your light on, and all of a sudden it just pops because they bit through the bloody electricity cables. Right, let me put this down. Right, I kind of do both things at once. Right, so there's just a little bit follow up of what I've been doing. So I've got to come back upstairs soon and start working on this cupboard as best I can, and it's starting to get dark there now, so it won't be long before they're scurrying around again. But I'm going to save as many of those plastic cartons with the lids on, and mix up some flour and bicarbonated soda in lots of cartons. And because they might already be up there in my loft, that'll be the next thing. I'll hear them scurrying above my head instead of to the left of us when I'm lying down in bed. I'm going to get my son-in-law John to come over, and I'm going to get him to go up in the loft there and just place these plastic tubs all over the shop, and just leave them open and top them up as I need to. But I shouldn't have to go up there every other day, because once they start eating that stuff, 3 to 4 days will all be dying off. So the only thing I'll see up there is a load of feces and pea smells and dead mice, which is unfortunate. So that's the only time I'll need to go up there to have a good clean up.